Hi, I'm Mehdi Difallah, EuroLeague referee for 8 years, and today we're going to talk about act of violence. Act of violence is a fairly new concept that was introduced 2 seasons ago. The main reason for its use is to give the ability to the referees to check a situation which was not called live on the basketball court. An act of violence is an act of force which may cause harm or injury to a player. After an act of violence review, there are only 3 outcomes: a no call, because it was not an act of violence, an unsportsmanlike foul, or a disqualifying foul. Let's get right into it. BKT Eurocup Round 8, Cluj-Napoca against Lietkabelis. In this first clip, the defensive player is holding his head. The referees did not make a call, and they are unsure whether it was an act of violence. In this case, this is not an act of violence. The offensive player is going for a layup, and he is remaining in his cylinder. Nobody does anything illegal in this clip, neither the offensive player nor the defensive player. This is simply an accidental contact. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Round 25, Paris Basketball against Olympiacos. Once again, we have a hit to the head. In this particular play, we have an elbow in the face of the defender. The referees do not call a foul live on the court. As a consequence, they have the authorization to check the IRS to see if any act of violence occurred. This is definitely an act of violence and should be penalized by an unsportsmanlike foul. BKT Eurocup Round 7, Gran Canaria against the Wolves. In this clip, we have a play developing to the basket, but it is the off-ball situation that we should focus on. Here, Condit IV is actually on the floor and the referees did not call anything. We can see that the defender, Thurman, is actually making contact with the offensive player, Condit IV, sensitive area. And this is a contact that may cause injury to the player. This should be penalized as an unsportsmanlike foul. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Round 22, Emporio Armani Milan against Partizan. In this clip, Zach Ledé is shooting a basketball from 3 and Tyreek Jones is challenging the shot. The offensive player is actually complaining that there was contact on his arm, but this is not what we should pay attention to in this play. We can clearly see that the defender places his foot under the shooter's foot, which is a dangerous play, and the contact can cause harm or injury to the player. This is without a doubt an unsportsmanlike foul. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Round 23, Asbel against Barcelona. Here we have an unsportsmanlike foul called by the referees. However, the play that happens just a few seconds before should be our concern. After calling the unsportsmanlike foul, the referees realized that they may have missed something, which could be an act of violence. So they decide to go check the IRS. This is not an act of violence. This is simply an offensive foul that should have been called by the referees. This was Inside the Whistle. Leave your comments below and see you next time.